think we're live. I think it's working this time. Now I feel all messed up. I got AirPods here and no case for them. Welcome to the stream. Today's talk is really how you don't need 10,000 followers before you get paid for UGC. We're gonna break it down here. I know some creators are making bank right now, so just want to share the fact that you really don't need followers. You just need to get going and get creating right away. Reach out to brands, be relentless. You got this. That's it. Good. We're good. Live stream over. Done. Peace. I'm just messing with you all as I'm freaking out because I can't find my AirPod case. I swear it was literally right here. Anyway, before we go any further, I want to say that this video is proudly sponsored by my family for putting up with me filming all hours of the day and my shithousery all the time. So thank you guys. And special thanks to my parents for asking me if this YouTube thing is finally making any money yet. And the answer is just wait. Just wait. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's continue on. I just thought online, live, this is the right way to do a UGC way to go. Obviously, the old way, TV ads, commercials, production crews, the new way, literally this, literally this that's plugged in. Where is it? That literally, that's all you need. TikTok, Reel, Shorts, UGC, that's all you need. I shit you not. Hopefully YouTube doesn't ban me for that. But yeah, people don't trust polished ads anymore. It was really interesting today. I went and got a haircut, feeling a fresh cut, feeling good. Lined up the beard. Shout out to Z over at Crispy Barbers. Go hit him up. The man knows his stuff. He's also a big Michael Jordan fan, but we got in a good conversation. I wanted to do it live. We didn't, but it's good because I captured it. It was a great talk, great introduction with this man. We were talking about UGC. We were talking about how this actually works, how to take your phone and film something and say, I tried this product or I like this product, or communicate with a barber that you want to do something crazy. This converts. And I'm not saying it's obviously going to, compete with a $50,000 commercial, but I urge you all to get out there and understand that brands are testing this content. The smart brands are actually activating with content creators. And when you look at it from a monetary side of it, like let's say $25,000 ad budget, they would give that to one creator in the past. Now what they could do is they can engage 25 creators for $500, plus also do some paid ads, plus also engage with other ways and spend less money. And I assure you that people are going to convert with these paid activations more than anything else. So that's what I'm hearing from brands. That's what I'm hearing from sponsors. That's what I'm hearing from businesses. That's what I'm hearing from personal brands. So I urge you all, don't sleep on this. If you are a creator watching this, if you are someone who wants to be a creator, you feel like there's an opportunity here. You just can't figure out how to put the pieces together. So if you would like that, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to put the pieces together for you. So let's do it. This section is sponsored by water. Without water, I probably couldn't do this. So thank you, water. Thank you for sponsoring this section, because without it, probably get kidney stones and my skin would be not as nice as it is. As a 42-year-old man, I can assure you, remove your stress, drink more water, sleep more. It'll be better for you. So thank you to Water for really stepping up with the sponsorship for this section of our creator talk. I want to talk about what UGC actually is. So user-generated content. There are creators making money from this, working with brands in a genuine way, whether it be product reviews, unboxing, testimonials. I tried this for 3 months. I tried this for 7 days, lifestyle clips, and just realized that UGC creators aren't influencers. It's kind of influencers 2.0. They're actually using the products. They're actually building that trust. They're actually probably like a nano creator like myself with a really small audience that is just looking to connect away. And like I talked about, in a traditional AdSense, brands would pay 25K for an activation. Now they're taking that 10 to 20K and they're spreading it across a lot of UGC creators. It's faster, it's more authentic, and it's also scalable. So when you think about it, we are in an attention economy. We are also in a content economy. So if they can get more faster content out there with multiple variations, with creators talking from different perspectives, different POVs, that's what brands want. That's what brands are paying for. So brands are testing this sort of subcategory of the industry. Smart brands have already gone deep on it. I talked the other day on my YouTube video, so go check it out, talking about the three different options: being a content creator, being a clipper, and being a UGC or user generated content creator. All those make a big difference overall. So brands are testing this. The smart brands are already moving on it. So if you are a user generated content creator, get out there, get content creating, and literally send messages out to 50 brands a week and connect with them. Even better, if you want to take it to the next step, go out and create 5 or 6 samples or product portfolio pieces across multiple different platforms. So here on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, also on TikTok as well, on Instagram, wherever you want to do it, have that body of work already ready to go. Obviously, if you guys have questions on it, feel free to pop it in the live chat. This lives here on YouTube. I'm also recording it here to go on X. So X, thank you guys for being patient. You will get your turn here. In terms of like a roadmap here, I want to kind of talk about how a beginner would start for UGC and how they would actually build this up. So let's say you're starting on day one. Ideally, you want to pick a niche, but let's say you're just interested in a lot of things, whether it be fitness, skincare, tech, certain apps, I don't know, Amazon products, whatever it is. Don't think about one specific niche. Think about yourself as a creator. What would I be interested in? What would I actually watch on a YouTube video? Um, Using products you already own and connecting with brands that you already resonate with makes a big difference overall. So when you're getting into user generated content, it is something that most beginners don't think about. They're like, I'll take anything, which has its value, but picking a niche isn't as important as knowing how to talk about that product more effectively, let's say. Like I said from the start, you don't need a massive following for this. You just need to build a portfolio. So start with that. Don't worry about whether you have 50,000 followers. Don't worry about whatever it is that is stopping you from creating. Just go out and build that portfolio. Do reviews, do like 3 things you like about this, or this is what I've learned from 7 days of using this. Build examples and show people what it is that you can do, and then reach out to brands, literally DM them or email them or tag them in your uploads. So like I talked about that body of work and having a bunch of options, tag the brands in those uploads. There's your proof of work. There's your free way to reach out and connect. And realistically, be comfortable with the no's, because brands get bombarded with all the time. A lot of the times, the no is not just like no right now. It might just be not at this time, or maybe come back to us at another time. But I think the biggest thing, be comfortable with people saying no to you and build up your ability to connect with UGC brands, or yeah, UGC brands, and maybe do it in a different way. So I've got a little script here. It's worked well. It's simple, straightforward, but it's happened after I've developed some dialogue. So a lot of the times, brands I want to work with, I will go warm it up for a little bit. So Oakley, so DJI, so whatever it is, a fintech company that you use, go onto their socials, communicate with them a little bit first. If it's a brand you enjoy, you're probably already having some dialogue with them first. So um, that's the best way to go. As soon as there's already like been a dialogue created, it's a lot easier for you to reach on out. And here is my example: reach out. So write this down, give yourself a moment. It's super easy. If you want it, DM me up creator and I will send it directly to you. But this is what I use. Hey, I create UGC content, which user generated content. I get it, but it just works. Anyway, I create UGC content for brands. I filmed a sample video for your product and would love to send it over. That's it. Keep it simple. Right? um, if you guys have any questions on that, I saw there was one person on this live stream, which is amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, this is going to live on YouTube. This is going to live on X as well. So there's always going to be a spot for it. And the next section, we're going to talk about realistic numbers. And now you know what to do. Let's actually talk about how you can position yourself to make money off this. And this section of the video is sponsored. This section of the video is sponsored by Cringe. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're not willing to get cringy on camera like this, you're probably not going to make it as a creator. So thank you to Cringe. Thank you to this style of content. And let's talk about the realistic opportunity here of the numbers side of it. This is in North American markets as well. So this may differ slightly based on your geographic location, but I just want to sort of give a breakdown here of what I've seen with creators, what I see as the market rate, and let you guys know that you can start making money on this today if you're relentless enough and you go out there and get it. So let's talk about realistic numbers. Let's say you're a beginner content creator. Realistically, you're charging between $100 and $300 a video, or that's your expectation of getting paid. A lot of times brands will test you out as a performance incentive. So they will offer a base rate plus certain views in a period of time. That can work, and you would be surprised what a big brand can bring to your timeline. So don't think that that little bit is going to like, don't feel like that little bit is like disrespectful. The fact that you're even getting compensated for it, be thankful for it. But as a beginner, $100 to $300 a video is a great way to go. So 5 videos, let's say you give them a bulk deal of $500. 10 videos, well, $1,000. Let's say that. So if you want to make $1,000 in the next 10 days, maybe you have a brand that you're working with that has multiple locations, and you can give them a bit of a volume discount to get that user generated content out there. After you've created 20 or 30 user generated content activations, I would say that would be where you're a beginner, and moving on to an intermediate. So now as an intermediate, you're charging anywhere from $500 to about $1,500 per activation, but you're coming to the table with proven results, proven ways of converting, and you're bringing an audience as well. So as I started out saying, you don't have to have an audience being a content creator or a UGC creator, but going from a beginner to an intermediate, that's where you're going to command that dollar figure. So get out there, get creating. Realistically, you could go from a beginner to an intermediate UGC individual within 30 to 45 days. So you can probably start commanding $500 per activation after that. So it does happen quick. You do have to be consistent. You do have to deliver. And if you would like a little bit of help on that, you'd like a little bit of guidance, hit me up. I'm happy to help. Dan is driven across all platforms. I know it says here on YouTube, there. YouTube channel was my first last name. We've changed it all up. Dan is driven across all platforms, and it feels good. So, another hot tip for you all: if you are a content creator, like, consistency is key. So if you can figure out today how to create a handle across all platforms that's consistent, that's what you want. What do we got here? Okay, so we talked about beginner, we talked about an intermediate. I'm going to briefly talk about advanced, but likely if you're an advanced content creator and UGC individual, you're probably not on here. That said, let's talk about it in an aspect of what potentially you could make. As an advanced individual, you're going to make probably upwards of $3,000 per activation, meaning that you could probably do 2 activations a month. If you're an advanced content creator, you're bringing a large audience, you're bringing conversions, you're bringing that presence. Realistically, you could be making 6 to 10K a month by just doing 2 to 3 activations. Brands need that volume of content consistently, but let's use BMO, for example. If you're here in Canada, well, you know that character of the content that they're pushing out for their ads is a consistent character. So if you think about how to position yourself accordingly, like a consistent character, you could get paid handsomely for that. In a moment here, we're going to continue on with this. We just need there we go. That's what we needed to do. So we talked about how to actually lay it out. We talked about the dollar amount that you could command or how to build this in. I think I'm just going to finish off with you all talking about like why this opportunity is so big right now. I've seen it grow over the last 10 years. And if you would have told me even 5 years ago that I could, or people could make a living just by making content with their phone and they don't need large cameras, they don't need all of this stuff, I would have agreed with you, but I also would have disagreed with you. Personally, I know this is how the industry was moving, and I knew that there was a massive opportunity here for people to capitalize on this. Was there ever any guarantee? No, but the opportunity is here, and I just want to stress to you to get going on this immediately. Double down on it, go hard on it, and platforms that need content are tremendous, right? We have YouTube here, shorts, long form content, widescreen, TikTok, Reels, Amazon ads. I'm connecting with a company that want to do a regular weekly spaces on X Live. I know a fintech company that I've been talking with about doing maybe an X live stream in a partnership that doesn't even have anything to do with fintech. It actually has something to do with soccer. So there are aspects of that. Brands need content across TikTok, Reels, Shorts, Amazon ads, even. The demand is going to exponentially increase. And most creators are still thinking about what they want to do about this or whether it works for them. So the window of this is not going to be open for long. So I urge you all to get going on it big time. Obviously, if you want to learn the exact system that I'm using in landing UGC deals, I do have a workshop that is a one-on-one format. It's really easy. We connect 1 day a week for an entire month. We build it up. I have clients that are doing it every 2 weeks, one client that's even doing it once a month. But my workshop is designed in a one-on-one format. We sort of look at where you're at today. We build a plan of action, and likely speaking, the investment in that, you land your first month of UGC deals, it's going to 4x your investment. So it is a $250 investment, but when you land 1 month of clients, actually, when you land one client, you're likely going to make that back immediately. But if you land a month of clients, that's going to be like a 4x payout for you. So What else can I share with you guys all? I don't really want to have a call to action here for you besides my course. And I don't really want to sell you anything because that's not the point. I just want to update you all on what I'm noticing in this landscape, how it's evolving, how creators are doing well. Shout out to a few of my friends who have got on TikTok as well, and they're creating who I never thought they would. So the opportunities here, I urge you all to take advantage of it. This window won't be open for long, especially with AI. AI is going to mess us all up like mad. So hop on it real fast. Dan is driven across all platforms. If you have any questions, we will do more talks like this because I think they're valuable. We're going to be on X here, uploaded in a little bit once we get this video processed. YouTube, I appreciate y'all. 20 minutes into this video. Thank you so much. We rocked it out today. I feel really good about this one. I feel really happy that not only am I uploading regularly, but I'm getting more content creators that are seeing the value of this overall. So don't worry about the algorithm. Don't worry about the views. Get out there, create content, get in the reps. You're going to be fine. Thank you guys again for tuning in. We'll see you on another upload. Awkward, hey? Awkward. Love it. I just love it. Bye.